From today, we are starting a panel discussion series for our students. The students will take up different topics from different subjects and they will discuss the topic in their own perspective. Well, today we have chosen a subject from humanities stream, and the subject is political science. The topic we have chosen from the political science is South Asia. South Asia is our own region. It has its own uniqueness and peculiarity. It has its own geopolitical importance, and it has, in fact, certain issues as well. So, this region is good for discussion. Well, our three panelists, namely Sunobar Altaf, Insha Shafiq, and Saiba Altaf, will discuss different dimensions of South Asia. They will be discussing the economic side. They will be discussing the ethnic configuration of this region, and in fact, they will be discussing the political landscape of this region. Well, this region is composed of certain countries. The India being the biggest country. There will be discussion on the different political systems, comparative politics of this region also. And in fact, there will be discussion because political science believes in the solution of the problems. We are not discussing only the problems, we are not discussing the issues only, but we are trying to explore the solutions of those problems. This is what we do in political science, and the panelists will try to suggest some solutions of the problems of this region, and the need for unification, need for cohesion of this region will be also explored, and our panelists will give suggestions for the improvement of this particular region. This is what this panel discussion series is all about. And I hope that this panel discussion series will cover all our subjects, and students will discuss topics. Well, this is in sync with the new education policy, which says that we have to go beyond classrooms and textbooks. We need to discuss things from our own perspective. We should not confine our studies to the books and to the internet or anything else. We can take help from them, but we should try to develop our own ideas about the topics we are discussing in our classroom. This is the main purpose. These panel discussions will serve two purposes. Number one, the students will be able to explore their own potential and express their own opinions. One. Number second is that they will prepare for examination. Because when you are saying something repeatedly, or you are expressing your ideas on particular thing, this automatically get stuck in your mind. So this is the motto of these panel discussions. Well, it will be not out of place to mention the great support provided to us by our worthy principal Shri Dalvinder Kaurji, who has provided us all the moral and logistic support for conduct of these programs, be it news or this new panel discussions. I hope the viewers will like these programs and they will support us. Thank you.
South Asia is composed of 8 countries: India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Although these countries are politically independent, but they share historical and cultural connections.
Exactly, Saba, you are right. And we can say that this South Asia is not merely the collection of countries, right, Snow?
Right.
It is basically a distinct geopolitical region. We know that it has the Arabian Sea, it has Himalayas in the north, Indian Ocean in the south, and it has Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal. And I think that these natural factors, give the sort of insularity to this region, isn't it, Snow?
Yeah.
And I feel when it comes to the South Asian countries, these countries feel connected to each other because they have the common historical experiences. And right now, if we talk about the current times, they are connected to each other because of this economic interactions. They have the cultural concerns and the cultural exchange. And I believe, Snowbird, that these things makes it an important regional unit, isn't it?
True, Insha. Nobody can deny the geographical and ethnic peculiarity of South Asia. And let me tell you, it's one of the most populous region in the world. Nearly one-fourth of the world's population is here, despite this region occupying only a small portion of the Earth's land area. And this demographic significance makes South Asian as an important subject of the academic study.
Yeah, that's right.
People of South Asia share many
Cultural values as well.
as well.
Yeah.
और इसी कल्चर की वजह से जो है ये पूरा रीजन आपस में जुड़ा हुआ है.
Yes, I agree with you, Saiba. But what I think, or what makes the South Asia particularly interesting, is that this ethnic and this cultural closeness has not resulted in the political uniformity, because we can see that the different countries में हमारे पास different political setups है, isn't it, Snowball?
Yeah, exactly.
The different countries follow the different political paths. We can see here in India, it has been a democratic country since its independence. Then we look at the Pakistan or other countries, some of the South Asian countries, they have faced military interventions. They faced instability when it comes to the politics and when it comes to the democracy particularly. So हम बोल सकते हैं कि that there exists a sort of that political diversity alongside the cultural and the regional unity.
That's an important point, Insha. In fact, these political differences have often influenced the relationships
right,
among the South Asian countries,
Yeah.
while the countries share some common cultures
and
and
traditions as well.
But their relationships have not always been smooth. There are some disputes like border disputes, like water sharing
yeah.
disputes, right? Water sharing dispute is there. So
And
and some
number of
mutual
other
and some mutual suspicions are there.
yeah.
So sometimes this created the strain in the regional
And it
relations.
makes it important as well
Yeah,
when it comes to
exactly.
the academic aspect.
Exactly.
Isn't it? What's your opinion?
What in today's interconnected world, South Asia cannot progress effectively in isolation.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the people are facing the same challenges
yeah.
like unemployment, climate change, natural disasters,
pollutions are there.
pollutions as well. But if they work together, working together, these countries can make a change. Like ये betterment की तरफ जा सकते हैं अगर ये मिल के काम करें.
Yeah, exactly. You are right. I feel that what can the cooperation do? That's like far better. And I feel that the leaders of the South Asia, they have understood it, Snowball. Right?
Exactly.
They have understood the meaning, the importance of the cooperation and being united. That's why उन्होंने SAARC बनाया. SAARC is a regional organization. You might know about that. SAARC stands for the
South
Asian
Asia.
Association for
Regional
Regional
Cooperation.
Cooperation. It was established in, I guess, 1985. Right?
Yeah.
It was established in 1985, and it's sort of a landmark that reflected the foresightness of the leaders of these South Asian countries. And if we talk about the initially, there were only 7 founding countries of SAARC. India was there, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and of course the Maldives. But later on in 2007, right, Snowball, in 2007 the Afghanistan joined it as well. And if we look at the objectives of SAARC, the objectives of SAARC are absolutely amazing. It's the acceleration of economic growth in this region. If we talk about other objectives, it's the cultural, the ethnical, and the technical cooperation among these countries, so that they can work better. What's your opinion, Snowball?
Well, Insha, no one can deny the role of SAARC in bringing South Asian countries closer to one another.
Yeah.
And since its establishment, SAARC held summits, I guess 18 summits, 18 summits. देखा जाए कि SAARC के जो है कुछ important initiatives थे, like SAARC फूड बैंक था जिसमें उन्होंने लोगों की काफ़ी मदद की फेमाइन वगैरह में, और इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने जो है कल्चरल एक्सचेंज, एजुकेशन प्रमोशन में जो है काफ़ी हेल्प की लोगों की. एग्जैक्टली. हम देखें कि इनकी
वजह से
बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोग्रेस भी हो गई है, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ डिस्प्यूट्स है, लाइक हम देख सकते हैं टेरिटोरियल डिस्प्यूट्स है, बॉर्डर डिस्प्यूट्स है, इनकी वजह से जो है हमारा कुछ मतलब एक प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो रहा है. और मुझे लगता है इन सिचुएशंस को, इन प्रॉब्लम्स को ओवरकम करने के लिए इन एसोसिएशंस जो है हमारी साउथ एशिया को, इनको आपस में आके लाइक एक पीसफुल नेगोशिएशंस की वजह से मतलब बातचीत करके ही सुलझाने चाहिए, क्योंकि हमेशा हम देखेंगे वॉर इज नॉट द सोल्यूशन, एंड पीसफुली ये अगर सॉल्व कर सकते तो व्हाई टू गो फॉर वॉर, है ना, ये दे कैन डू.
You're exactly right. आपका कहना भी बिल्कुल सही है. But what I think is another challenge for the South Asia, Snowball, is that it has very low level of economic integration in between them. I mean, the trade, Saiba, the trade between these countries has been remained very low low as compared to the potential. और ये क्यों हो रहा है? Because of the number of reasons, like the unnecessary restrictions are there, the barriers are there, the procedure, Saiba, is very complicated, and especially the inadequate connectivity is there in the region. And what I feel is the government have to take some steps. The government of all these regions, मतलब सारी South Asian countries जो है, they have to just reduce the unnecessary restrictions. They have to encourage the investment, the regional investment, isn't it, Snowball?
Yeah. Both of you have raised important points, but in my view, a lack of people-to-people interaction is also a significant barrier to the regional cooperation. People-to-people interactions and the cultural contacts and traveling opportunities often prevent people to understanding from each other. So the solution is to exchange the students programs, promote the students exchanging programs and tourism and
People-to-people
contact. Exactly.
So despite the challenges facing South Asia, these obstacles are not impossible to overcome. They can overcome. We can overcome even. India and Pakistan being the largest countries, if they come together, and I think they have to come together for the betterment of all the regions, है ना? जो पूरा region है.
I do feel that the future of the South Asia, it depends upon its willingness of its nations to cooperate with each other, isn't it, Saiba? What I feel is that they have to keep the regional, they have to place the regional and the national values together, and they just have to ignore, they just have to shun the individual difference. अगर वो चाहते हैं कि उनके एरिया की betterment हो जाए, अगर वो चाहते हैं कि South Asia as a whole progress कर पाए,
the South Asian countries successfully cooperate with each other, so this region can become a more influential, stronger, more prosperous region in the world. So let us hope for a politically cohesive and economically vibrant South Asia.